Well, the water year in Utah comes to an end this week, and there's not a lot to celebrate right now, but there is a little bit of hope in the midst of this extreme drought.
So we'll take that hope, right? As news specialist Jed Bull shows us, Utah soil moisture is now better than it was a year ago.
The new water year in Utah starts October 1st. That allows hydrologists to start measuring water at the beginning of the snow season rather than the beginning of the calendar year. And right now, soil moisture has improved. As the end of the water year nears, Utah will finish with 77% of average precipitation in the bottom 10th percentile all time. Jordan Clayton, the snow survey supervisor for Utah, says our reservoirs are just below 50%.
That's pretty low for this time of year, and it's definitely lower than it was last year. But that's not the worst that they've ever been. So again, on its own, bad, but not the worst.
But soil moisture for most of the year was the worst it's been since they started measuring it a couple of decades ago.
Up until somewhat recently, the driest on record.
But rain arrived last month.
More recently, when we got the monsoonal rain, it was unusually strong this year, and that was quite helpful. And it actually pushed our soil moisture in the other direction.
Now, soil moisture is about average, which seemed nearly impossible only 6 weeks ago. When snow starts to accumulate, soil moisture stays about the same until the snow melts in the spring and the runoff heads downstream.
And if we can go into our winter snowpack season with average or above average soil moisture, we're going to get a better delivery of that snow melt when it happens in the spring.
When the soil is like a saturated sponge, runoff does not soak in. That's what Utah needs to refill the reservoirs to recover from drought.
So what we're obviously hoping for, as we hope for every year, is a well above average snowpack. Unfortunately, it's going to take more than just 1 year of above average snowpack to get us back on track.
The hydrologist tells me it will likely take several years to refill our reservoirs, and we never know how much we're going to get. That's why we always need to conserve. For KSL 5 News, I'm Jed Bull.